Alright, on the machine side, make sure the red emergency stop button is twisted clockwise so it's out. The big white box below the computer, make sure that's on. Gotta make sure those two things are set. Then double-click the Cnc Interface program on the desktop of the computer. This is the interface to interact with the CNC machine. And the up and down arrow keys will move the machine on the X axis, up and down on the Y axis, and then the plus and minus keys will move the cutter up and down. So kind of play with that, but be careful. You can see it here moving on the X axis, the Y, and the Z. Click the File menu, select your part, and hit Preview. Make sure it looks good. Again, look out for anything out in the black area that looks kind of different or weird. Otherwise, click OK, and then after that, you're going to click the Pre-Process button, get it in memory. You're going to get your piece of plastic, make sure there's nothing in there. Put your piece of plastic, you're going to move these cam locks you see here until it has a few ounces of pressure, both of them while pressing down to make sure your piece is level. The jog speed makes the machine move slower the more you move it to the left. So you can see right here, and use your mouse to move it far to the left, and you want to do that so that as you move the machine close to the corner, you don't accidentally crash the machine into the plastic or the metal or the table. So jog speed is really important. Move it down as you see here, and be careful moving the machine. Get it right here on the corner, exactly at this corner of the plastic. Get it as precise as you can. Now on the Techno interface, click the 0 button and click X. Then click the 0 button again and click Y. You'll see that the coordinates will be zeroed out for X and Y. Make sure that is done properly. Now it's time to set the Z-axis. There's a little block with a wire. Be really careful the wire doesn't rip apart from the block. You're going to raise the machine up and make sure the block is not touching either of the metal rails. It won't work. So you want to raise the machine up and have it so it's above the silver part of the block. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click the Tool menu and then Touch Off Z position. Tool menu, Touch Off Z. When you click that, the machine is going to start to lower down, and it's going to electronically sense when it touches the silver part of the block, and it's going to set the Z-axis at the correct position and account for the thickness of the block. Carefully move the block out, put it back in its holder. At this point, make sure everyone around you has safety glasses on before you start. Have your finger on the emergency stop button at all times while the machine is on. If the machine touches the metal or anything else looks wrong, just tap that button, it'll go off. And stay with the machine till it's done. And if you're successful, then go ahead and please help other students do this and get your grade card and get the project graded. Thanks for watching.